Now, spiritual darkness is something to be afraid of, I promise you. Spiritual darkness. Now, in each of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, in all four of the Gospels, we are reminded in a very distinctive way that Jesus is God in the flesh. Jesus is the light of the world. He's the light that overcomes the darkness. And so it's real interesting as you read through the Gospels to see how each one of them, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, how each one of them, never contradicting the other, but complementing the other as they talk about who Jesus is and how he dispels spiritual darkness. For instance, Matthew, when he talks about Jesus and the light of the world and spiritual darkness, Matthew talks about Jesus being the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the Messiah to come, the Messiah who has come. That's how Matthew talks about Jesus. And Mark, he talks about Jesus in a different way. Mark talks about Jesus as being the servant prophet, the one who comes to serve the people, to love the people. In Luke's gospel, he talks about Jesus being perfect man. Luke, the physician, talks about the humanity of Jesus. And he reminds us that although Jesus is God, Luke focuses on the humanity of Christ and the love that he has. So Matthew says, behold the king. And Mark says, behold the servant. And Luke says, behold the man. But John is a different character. John has a completely different dimension and a completely different look. You see, for John, the revelation is, behold your God. That's John's revelation of Jesus. Behold your God. Matthew, behold the king. Mark, behold the prophet, the servant. Luke, behold the man, the perfect man. John, behold your God. And that's why John has such a distinctive look about Jesus, because he is 100% certain that Jesus was 100% man, 100% God, 100% of the time. And so that's how John describes Jesus. And that's why he is so confident that Jesus, being the light of the world, will overcome the darkness. You see, John has no doubt that Jesus, as light of the world, overcomes spiritual darkness.